All right, now just toss some dice. Just toss some dice. Okay, you're gonna. This cube's right there. That line. That's 9 feet away, which is a reasonable spot to be tossing dice from. And having any hope to influence the outcome. We start off with a 3V set. We got a hard 10. Might be able to see stuff down here a little bit better, so we'll mark that hard 10. I'm not gonna. Y'all can keep track of what happens or doesn't happen. Okay, so there's a 2V set. That's it. 2V. 2V set. 2V sets are really good for, to me, 6s and 8s, and then outside numbers. And depending on what configuration you put that in, it's going to favor the 4 or the 10. Here's a 6. Right, so if I have a 6-1 on top, in order to make that into a set, all I got to do is just do that. I just created a 3V set. 3V sets are going to favor the inside numbers, an occasional outside number. There's an 8. All right, so here's the deal. You might think, oh, well, through an 8, it's fantastic. But what do we have here? We have a cross V set. Excuse me, cross V. A cross 6 set, which technically is a V set. I'm not going to explain to you why that is. We'll just ask you to wrap your little brain around that and think on it. Why a cross 6 set is a V set? I'll give you a hint. It has to do with what touches in the center. And the fact that you got the 6s are essentially crossed. This is okay. That's your hint as to why that is a V set. There's a 3. What can we do to turn that into a set? There we go. That's a ones kissing set. It's a 5-9 favorable kissing set with the ones touching in the center. And it came out with a Yo 11. Oh, knocked that over. That was it. There we go. Yo 11, which here's our 2V set again. So we're looking for a 10. So let's see if we can get that dang 10. Fill this just right. Got the 3. How did that happen? Yeah, I don't know which what was right or left, but we had a 6 on top, we had a 2 there, we had a 4 there. Two different colored dice would have been helpful to analyze that, but let's just try to get a positive result here. Hard 6. Okay, hard 6 on a that's how a hard 6 would have happened on that particular kind of set. Main thing when you're tossing dice, you got to get a very consistent, repeatable stance at that table. You got to get your weight, body position just right. Here's a 6, 4, 2. You gotta make sure your shoulders are pointed at your target pretty much. Hand the dice on the deck. Everything has to be really level and consistent. There's a 4, 3, 1. Let's go to that 2V version. I really like this particular positioning of the faces for the 2V. There's that yo again. We'll say that my my table, the surface is pretty hard surface. Used to have very bouncy for practice, and I found that, you know, I don't know what to do with bouncy, but most tables are not that bouncy that I've found that I play on. And I know how to adjust for bouncy. There's another yo. So I like practicing on a harder surface. I like practicing on a harder surface. I can adjust if it's bouncy. I would just lower trajectory, that sort of thing. Different, perhaps a different set, different landing zone. But knowing what my set's going to do, I like a harder surface for practice. There's a 5, 3, 2. And the stick left spot, natural sort of tossing for me. I really have become very, very, very fond of this 3-point pressure grip. Ah, 7 out. This is just as soon as I started getting cocky. that was quite a few tosses before the 7 occurred. I was not tracking any of it. Never did hit my 10. Doggone it. But if I had been betting properly, based on what the set was giving me and the toss was giving me, I would have made some bucks off of that, regardless of that I did not hit my point. So, what do we got here? 10 minutes. Beautiful. 10-minute little 10-minute little 10-minute little video on the watch. I'll throw a 10 right now of the 3-point pressure grip, thumb, pointer finger, little finger. Those two fingers are just along for the ride, very, very lightly there. I even almost don't even touch those fingers like that. There's a 9, almost a 10. So stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. There's a couple of shout outs here. Anybody who's listening to this video, and if you have never or watch this video, if you have never checked out the Casino Tears podcast and the Casino Tears YouTube live experience, I recommend you do it. There's great craps conversation out there if that's what you're into. And also via Casino Tears, you can get great casino quality dice to practice with if you're into that. Also, all my best to my buddies over at Casino Tears, Ed and 10 Ton, and God bless y'all. Been a been a crazy year so far here in 2026, and hope to see y'all at the table someday. Let me know if you have any questions about the 3-point pressure grip. And remember, luck's got very little to do with it. All the best. Mudslide out.